Welcome to ASEAN MedTech Insights. Understanding medical device classification is the critical first step to entering the ASEAN market. The ASEAN Medical Device Directive, or AMDD, aims to harmonize regulations across member states. Central to this is a unified risk classification system outlined in the ACCSQ MDPWG guidelines. This system categorizes devices into 4 classes, from lowest to highest risk: Class A, Class B, Class C, and Class D. Class A devices are low risk, like a tongue depressor or non-sterile bandage. Class B represents low to moderate risk, such as hypodermic needles or dental filling materials. Class C covers moderate to high-risk devices, including lung ventilators and bone cements. Finally, Class D is for the highest-risk products, like pacemakers or implantable defibrillators. The classification directly impacts the complexity, cost, and timeline of your registration process. The classification rules are based on the intended purpose and the level of risk the device poses to patients and users. Key factors determine the final class. The duration of use is critical, categorized as transient, short-term, or long-term. Invasiveness is another major factor. A non-invasive device that only contacts intact skin is typically Class A. However, a surgically invasive device used for transient purposes, like a reusable scalpel, is often Class B. If that surgically invasive device is implantable or for long-term use, like a hip implant, its classification escalates to Class C or even Class D. We must also consider whether a device is active or non-active. An active device, one that relies on a source of energy, has its own set of specific rules. Let's consider a practical example. A sterile, single-use surgical blade is considered a surgically invasive device for transient use. According to ASEAN rules, this places it in Class B. Now consider a more complex product, like a software as a medical device, or SAMD. And SAMD that uses AI to analyze MRI scans to help diagnose life-threatening cancer would be considered an active diagnostic device. Because its output is critical for patient care, it would likely fall into Class C or Class D, requiring a much more rigorous conformity assessment. Misclassifying this SAMD as lower risk based on rules from another region would lead to immediate rejection. Getting the classification correct from the very beginning is fundamental to your success. It defines your entire regulatory strategy, from dossier preparation to post-market surveillance requirements. For expert guidance on navigating these classification rules and streamlining your market access in ASEAN, you can email us or visit our website. Chen-Global is here to help.